Hello, beautiful people.
Welcome back to another episode of OpenTalk with Samantha.
And Dielsa. So, recently we've been doing a little bit of chatting, but we've come to the realization that you guys don't really know a lot about us. And for the ones who are watching us, we are greatly appreciative, but maybe we should really make it an open talk, and just so that you guys are able to know more about us and
dive a little deeper.
Yeah. No matter how uncomfortable it is.
Ooh. We're a little nervous, but
just slightly. So I put my Power Girl lipstick on.
So basically what we'll be doing is we have a few questions. We have a list of questions, and Ilsa's gonna, ask me the questions. I'm gonna give my answers. These are pretty deep questions, pretty personal questions.
Yeah.
And then next week we'll do a part 2, and it'll be Ilsa's turn. Well, I'll ask her questions and she'll answer. Okay, so my name's Samantha. I'm 19.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Santa Clarita, California.
So this has been your hometown?
Yes, my whole life. Same house, same everything, same people,
Living the dream.
Yeah,
And what were you like as a child?
As a child I was really shy and quiet and cautious. I'd always hide behind my mom's legs, and there's new people, I'd be like, ooh, no thanks, thanks, I'm good. But yeah, really shy.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You've definitely blossomed from that though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
big jump.
So what's something that happened to you as a child that affected the way that you are now?
I definitely have to say my dad was always really tough on me and my sibling, and I played sports competitively growing up, and soccer specifically. And he was always wanted me to do the best that I could, but he was really hard on me, so that kind of made me into a perfectionist and just somebody who wanted to please everyone. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But yeah, I feel like that really affected how I am now.
Dang, that's deep. So she's obviously done some reflecting.
Yeah,
You smalled a little,
little bit.
A little bit. So if you could give your younger self advice, what would it be?
Okay, if I could give my younger self advice, it would probably be not to settle for anything. And if you're not happy, you don't have to stay, and also just not to care too much about what people think about you, because I used to be super self-conscious, super insecure. I would change how I acted around certain people so that they would like me more. But now I've come to realize that you don't have to do that. The people who are real and who really like you and love you and who you want in your life will accept you for who you are. You don't have to change for anybody.
Amen to that. And that's such an important lesson to learn, but I feel like it is the hardest.
Oh yeah.
But for you to learn it so quickly,
I'm still struggling every day,
Of course.
There's always insecurities, there's always going to be something, but definitely working on it and getting better as I get older.
That's awesome. What are your biggest fears in life?
Well, I'd have to say probably not having control of a situation. I hate not being in control or not knowing what's gonna happen. So I'm kind of a control freak in that way. I'm just there needs to be a plan. Why isn't there a plan?
What's coming next?
Exactly. I like things to be what's it called? Not spontaneous, not
not sporadic. What's coming.
Exactly. And another fear would probably have to be losing people I love in my life. I feel that's always scary. It's always something that kind of looms in the background, because anything could happen, So that's kind of a big fear. But I try not to focus on that. Just try to focus on the now and just focus on appreciating their time now.
That's super important.
Yeah.
You're so cool. Whatever. What's one thing that people have seemed to always misunderstand about you?
So I'm a pretty reserved person, I don't talk, I'm not pretty, but
you pretty.
Yeah, but I'm pretty shy, I don't talk that much around new people, just because I'm not comfortable with them. And a lot of people take that the wrong way, like, oh, I don't like them, and I kind of have resting bitch face. So it's like people like think that like I'm a bitch, you know? And I'm not. Like
I'm actually really nice.
Yeah, I'm just like scared. I'm scared to talk to you because I don't know you, and like I don't know what your intentions are. Like, so.
And I feel like that can even reflect back to how you were saying when you were younger you were shy and more reserved. So you see that like consistency.
Yeah, it's definitely still
people.
there. Definitely still there.
And what's the biggest struggle you've faced in your life so far?
This is the one I've been dreading. Okay. So, for like the past 3 years, I was in a relationship that was pretty, it was pretty toxic from the beginning, but I was always just trying to make it work. We took a break, we got back together. I thought it was gonna be all good, A few months in from the break, when we were back together, I'd found out that he was being unfaithful, and that really tore me up inside, like it really, really hurt me. So I decided to stay with him despite the fact that I was hurting, despite the fact that I knew what he did. But staying with him actually did a lot more harm than good. I was always trying to I guess exceed his expectations just to overcompensate for the infidelity, but there's a lot of blame for like myself. I remember staying up like all the time just wondering like what did I do wrong, like what's wrong with me, and
nothing.
Yeah, but it was really hard, and I even moved in with him, and that was extremely hard because I was isolated from my family. I left basically everything behind, and living together just made me resent him so much more, become so much more insecure. I was always checking up on him, seeing what he was doing on social media, seeing where he was, and it just literally drove me crazy. I lost probably like over 15 pounds within a short period of time because I just wasn't eating. I was super depressed all the time. I was losing my hair.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I would take showers and there would just be like huge clumps of hair like at the end of each shower. Now I'm taking showers and like no hair is coming out.
Oh my god.
So that just goes to show like how bad it is. But
yeah.
Anyways, to make the long story short, he ended up breaking up with me, which hurt because, it's like I should be the one to break up with you because of all the shit you've put me through. But, yeah. And I ended up coming back home to an empty room, like none of my furniture, just my clothes and plastic bags. And, I just lost everything. And that was a really, really hard time in my life. I was super depressed. But then I started getting help, I went to therapy. I figured out, like, my family was there for me, and I really just grew from this experience. I'm still healing, I'm still going through it. There's still hurt,
of course.
But every single day I'm getting stronger, and, like, I feel so much happier, now that I don't have to be in that toxic relationship.
Man, that's empowering. You went through it, but you came back out on top. I'm so proud of you. And you just continue to strive and just succeed in everything that you do. I mean, let me brag a little bit. You're continuing to go out and emphasize your great power and your greatness by not stopping your life. And that was just, I would say, like a speed bump. All it said was, slow down, look at the trees around you, and that's it. But you kept it moving, you kept it pushing.
Yeah.
And I admire you for that.
Thank you. I think we need a hug.
I love you.
I love you too.
So, what do you want to be remembered by?
I really want to be remembered as a good, caring person, someone who is always there to help a friend in need, someone who would put others before themselves, in any situation. Just want to be remembered as somebody who was there.
To show that like you made an impact on people's lives,
Yeah.
a positive one.
Yeah.
And so now that you're able to reflect back on everything that you've been through, what is your philosophy, your motto for your life?
Just keep going. You know?
Yeah.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep breathing. You know, just keep doing whatever you can. Even if it's not a lot that day, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just sitting around at home, like, just keep going. Keep breathing. Keep fighting. You got this. One day you'll get up. You'll feel better, you know.
Mm-hmm. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly.
Dang, that's beautiful. I love you, girl.
I love you too.
So, I hope that this has given you more of an insight to this wonderful, phenomenal, exemplary, just class A, grade A beef of a person who's a vegetarian, you know? And so it's important to reflect back on the times that brought us to where we are today.
Definitely.
So thank you so much for joining us on our Open Talk. And, sorry, go ahead.
And hope to see you next time. Please leave a comment down below answering any of these questions or asking us any questions, and we'll get back to you.
Bye!